Hey, welcome to the dub mixer. Today we're gonna see a little bit more about this isolator section in there. This is a stereo three-way crossover, but it's not like every three-way crossover, because on this one we can change the frequency between the bands there. So let's say I'm gonna try to mute this mid band here. I can also mute it like this. So now we have only the top section here and the lower end here. So we can play with these bands by adjusting the volume of each band. We can also mute and unmute. So if I remove the top section, then we only have the bass left. Then let's see what really does it change to move these knobs here. For that, we're gonna have to mute one band to hear it properly. So again, I'm gonna mute the mid band. Now let's try to play a bit around. So let's say I'm gonna rise up this frequency band there. If I rise up at the maximum level, then we only have a bit of tops here left. But then if I turn it down, we got some mids in there, because this knob changes the separation frequency between the mids and the top. So let's say I want to keep the tops really crisp high. Now let's play again with the mids, and for that let's mute the bass section. So now we only have the mids in there. If I rise up this, you can hear that there is no more bass into the mid, no more lower end. On the opposite side, if I lower this one, I will reduce the frequency, the cutoff frequency between the mid and the bass up to the lower end. I will reintroduce some bass frequencies into the mids. This way, I can keep this section only for the sub bass, because this one is lower, sub bass will go in there, and upper bass, bass and kick will go in there. Now I can release the bass in there. The same way go for the bass section here. So if this is lower, then we will only have the sub bass in there. If I raise it up, we can hear like a low pass filter effect, because this is actually a low pass. If I raise this up, we're gonna have upper bass and a little bit of the lower mids in there. So in the end, this is a three-way filter, but you can make it sound like a four-way, because you can have the separation frequency adjustments that allows you to really play with the different bands and the different frequencies that goes into each. I'd like to have it like this, because then I can just kill the really bottom end, top end, play a little bit around, or have it like this, and then mute the mids, and then make it act like a notch. But now you know how it works. Have a play with it and find the right settings for the way you want to play with it.